to Quran chapter 2 verse 170. When you simply tell the people, if you simply tell the people, وَإِذَا كِيلَ لَهُمُ اتَّبِعُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ, then they will tell you, قَالُوا بَلْ نَتَّبِعُوا مَا أَلْفَيْنَا عَلَيْهِ أَبَاءَنَا. Then God says, أَوَلَوْ كَانَ أَبَاؤُهُمْ لَا يَأْكِلُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَعْتَدُونَ. And when they are told, follow what God has revealed, they say, in fact, we follow what we found our fathers upon. God says, what if their fathers did not understand anything, nor were they guided? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What if your father is ignorant? What if they are not guided? Have you ever studied to fact check people to see if they know what they are saying? That's why Quran chapter 17 verse 36 says, وَلَا تَخَفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ. Do not pursue that of which you have no knowledge about. It's part of the hikmah God has given us. But what do you find people doing? Oh, I thought they say the prophet is the best of creation. Oh, I've heard that they say that this thing is the sunnah. You cannot follow Quran without the hadith. Oh, I've heard that they say there is 5 prayers in the Quran. Are you a fool? Can't you investigate for yourself? Why must you play with your salvation? You want to become a mechanic, a pilot, a doctor, you want to study to become. Is it about they say, or did you investigate to pass your exams? You investigated, right? So how come about your salvation? You are going to face your God and you are going to tell your God, oh, the scholars told me we have to pray 5 times, so I did it. What? Subhanallah. The scholars told me I cannot follow the Quran without the Sunnah, so I believed it. What? Do you know what you'll be telling God in chapter 33 verse 67? وَقَالُوا رَبَّنَا إِنَّا أَطَعْنَا سَادَتَنَا وَكُبَرَاءَنَا فَأَضَلُّونَا سَبِيلًا. Chapter 33 verse 67, on the day of judgment, the foolish ones, this is what you'll be telling God. So don't try to fall in the foolish category. They will say, our Lord, we have obeyed our masters. When we say Saadatana, it's like when you say Sayyidina, your master. So masters, Saadatana, listen carefully. We have obeyed our masters. Wakubara ana, that is what? Dignitaries, people who are leaders among us. The elders. Wakubara ana fa'adalluna sabila. We have obeyed our masters and our leaders, and they misled us from the way because you are a fool. You have obeyed your masters and your leaders, and they misled you from the way. You never verified, you never checked, just because they call themselves Islamic scholars. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Your Islamic scholars are scared to face me. Wallahi, I'm not any Islamic scholar. Me? Why you give that yourself such a title God never give you?
Why you give yourself such a title God never gave you? Okay? Why? Greetings, family. Okay, we are back. But for how long? We never know. Okay, but so keep on sharing the message and invite people, and we are going to learn. Okay, invite people, tag people, let them come and learn, and let them come and teach. Okay, it's either you will learn or you will teach. And this platform is actually here to teach and to learn. You see, I'm speaking English, or I'm trying to speak in English because I have seen how I can also learn something. Okay, me trying to bring out information at the same time, I'm learning something for myself. So I'm trying to benefit. So me speaking in English, it's not like I'm trying to boast how good I am in English, because you already know that this is not English. We can't even say this is English, but I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to improve myself, also learning. I don't want to be in the comfort zone. Okay, sometimes you have to try to go in the area where you are not comfortable at. Okay, English is not my strength, and everybody knows, but I'm trying my best. You see, I'm trying to stay out from the comfort zone and go to a place where I have to struggle. But me struggling is going to make me strong. You see, if I continue like this, who knows, maybe in 2 years' time, I will be speaking. You see, so I have gained something to me, trying to educate people or let people know some things. and at the same time I have also learned some things. You see, that is what common sense is. Okay, we try to you don't try to stay in the same position or in the same place. You always try to acquire more knowledge, no matter where it comes from. Okay, and so many people are starting to view me or this platform as a hater. I don't hate you as a Muslim. I actually love you. I actually, you see, when you see something, when you find out somebody is maybe doing something wrong or harming somebody, and you want to help the person, I think maybe I think you have been misled or you have been deceived. I am trying to show you evidences. Have you seen anybody coming on this platform trying to prove to me, trying to prove to us, all of us, that what I'm saying is a lie? All what they do is to insult. To insult. Without the insult, what have they proven? Nothing. Okay, in today's video or today's program is another proof. You see, you can sit back and insult me all you want, but the fact is you can never change the argument we are making here. We came to meet the religion. We came and it was there, and they have programmed us to accept religion. Okay, so sometimes if somebody is saying something you never heard of him, you would think maybe this person is trying to attack you or trying to do something just to provoke you. No, that is not the fact. Any reasonable person sits down, listen to what the guy is saying. You don't be an arrogant person, think so, okay, this guy, he's profo, his English is not that good, so no need for me to listen to him. That would be an arrogant person, because maybe you are a Muslim, you follow Prophet Muhammad, the prophet of Muslims, and you believe he was an illiterate. You see, so why would you now try to be so arrogant and not to listen to me? Is it because I am not saying God sent me, Allah sent me? Okay. Thank you, everybody. Seto is back on Facebook. Please share this video for me. Tag people. The platform is still restricted. This platform is still restricted. Three days more to go. We have 3 more days, and then the platform will be out of restriction. Okay, and then everybody is going to see the platform, the page, because the Facebook is still reducing my views according to the message. I have 3 days more to go. This topic today is about the debate I had with Sheikh Jafar Mohammed. Okay, I had a debate with Jafar Mohammed, and the debate was conducted on Avraham Ben Moshe's page, boss of CSF. Okay, greetings Ben Moshe. And then at that time, my platform was restricted, so I couldn't. People couldn't see it, and many people couldn't watch that debate. But it was a very interesting debate. It is already on YouTube. Okay, it is already on YouTube. Debates Jafar Mohammed versus Seto SSK. Okay, is Allah a true God? That was the topic of that debate. It was my debate. I chose that topic. Is Allah a true God? Was the topic. Okay, and I'm going to stream that debate also on this platform. After the restriction, everything is done, I will stream the debate here one more time, and then we are going to dive into the debate, and then we will analyze the debate proper, and everybody will see it clearly. Okay. But in the debate, okay, my main argument that I did in that debate was about Quran chapter 8, verse number 43. Okay, I will project that on the screen so that you also see it for yourself. In the debate, I was questioning Jafar Mohammed for if Allah is a true God. You see, a true God will not deceive his messenger. Let me put it on the screen so you will see. Even there is one sheikh in Ghana called Sheikh Hafiz Buhari. After the debate, Sheikh Hafiz Buhari, who also was under the comments during the debate, was not able to share the debate on his platform. Even though the Muslims claim they have defeated me, they won the debate, which is not news, because Muslims never lose a debate. Have you seen a Muslim who has lost a debate before? It is that would be in the Guinness record book. Muslims win debate. It doesn't matter. Okay. But Hafiz Buhari, who claimed that Jafar Mohammed is my teacher, he educated me, he actually schooled me on that day, was not able to share the debate on his platform. And the next day or the following day, 2 days after or something like this, he came and tried to clean up. You can make a clean up because the things that I said in that debate, he's trying to convince his followers. Listen to what he said a little bit, okay? It is in our local language, but I think it's not going to be. Listen to what he was saying. Because in that debate, the prophet of Allah, Allah, the prophet of Muslims, Muhammad, had a dream, okay? Allah made him had a dream, and in that dream, Allah deceived him small, okay? To me, it is a deceive. You listen to what the Sheikh is saying. I will show you the reason why he's saying this.
In the dream, no, nyame ma komisheni ahu se enkrofo na yeketuwe bi. We nya intro. Enya so utwa ntro akere no. Nyame ma komisheni ahu ne se omo yeketuwe bi. Den ko Yakobon pa akere verse no. It means on ka so omo yeketuwe bi o. Muntie ni ye. Nyame nka se edom no omododo yeketuwe bi. The osi me manahu ni se yeketuwe bi. Eno nya ntro. Nyame se me manahu se sene be ya ombohu enti efe ne psychotherapy wo psyche nipa no ema ehu bi a anka ebeba ne so no obetumi ayeden agina ano. This is the meaning of the verse of the Quran. This is the meaning enye deceit. Enye deceit.
Enye deceit. Enye deceit. Psychotherapy. Allah be a therapist. You see, so the Sheikh, the following day, okay, he tried to come and explain that verse for his audience, because you know the Sheikh Jafar Mohammed, whom I had this debate with, wasn't able to tackle the issue the way I was pressing him on this topic. Okay, he wasn't able to tackle it. So this Sheikh is trying to come and put something in their brain. It is a psychotherapy. A God is doing psychotherapy. Let me show you the verse, okay? And then you see, it doesn't matter what I say, it is on the screen. It could be that my reading is poor, and my reading, the way I read it, it will make me misunderstand the issue. So that is why I put it on the screen. I project it here for you to see it yourself and be sincere to yourself. You see, be sincere to yourself, because it is not about me. It is not you win, you lose. We are not children. If somebody is deceiving you, sometimes you'll be a fool not to see the deceit that somebody is deceiving you. If I am the one deceiving you now, you have the right to come and expose me, because you'll be a fool if you let me deceive you. The same way goes for the Sheikh. If the Sheikh is trying to deceive you, you'll be a fool to accept his deceit. Let's read what the Quran is saying here, okay? Quran chapter 8, verse number 43. And this, in the debates, this was my main reason why I was saying Allah cannot be a true God, because he is lying to his prophet. And when, okay, so he said, remember, oh Muhammad, that's into brackets, it doesn't count. Allah, when Allah showed them to you in your dream as few, Allah showed something to Muhammad in his dream as few, okay? And if he had shown them to you as many, you, that means you believers, Muhammad and the believers, would have lost courage and would have disputed in the matter. So because Allah is all-knowing, do you believe this? The all-knowing God, who not only is Allah the all-knowing God, but he also decreed everything. He determines everything. You see, so the Muslims made us understand Allah is the all-knowing God, and everything is decreed by Allah. So even if these people, they are many, they are plenty, they are too much, it is still you, Allah, who decreed that. And if the people will lose courage, it is you who decreed that. You see, just think about it, okay? So because the Muslim also made us understand whatever the prophet sees in their dream, it comes true. And this is once again contradiction in Islam. So is it true that whatever the prophet sees in their dreams, it comes true? Is it true? Because they said Abraham saw it in his dream that he was going to sacrifice his son. Some of the Muslims say it is Isaac. Some of them say it is Ishmael. They are not sure. Some say it's Isaac, some say it's Ishmael. They're not sure because he saw that in his dream. Okay, they say Muhammad saw Aisha in his dream, that he was going to marry Aisha. That is why he married Aisha. And now we found that in the Quran that Muhammad is having a dream. It wasn't a true dream, because Allah just made it appear. Really, when Allah showed them to you in your dream as few, Allah knew the amount of people coming to face Muhammad. He is Allah, he knows, right? So if Allah knows the amount, the quantity, how many people they are, if Allah knows this and he showed Muhammad as few, for what reason? To encourage Muhammad, okay? And if he had shown them to you as many, if Allah had shown them to Muhammad as many as it's supposed to be, that could be discourage them. I hope everything is clear. Is the sound coming? And the sound, everything is okay, please? Okay. If Allah had shown them to Muhammad as many, that they will lose courage, and they will have dispute in the matter of whether to fight. So they're going to fight with each other because there are too many people. No, this one they will defeat us. You will see the difference between Allah in the Quran and Yahweh in the Bible. Because if God is with you, who can fight against you? So for Allah to even just trick Muhammad in the dream, so that Muhammad people will have courage to go, because they know this is the chop meat. They are too small, so they are going to fight them easily. Okay, that's the intention here. Because if Allah had shown them the amount of people, they would have discouraged. Because Allah showed them few, they think they are going to have it easy. So now they will go. Okay, so it is clear. If you are sincere to yourself, Allah lied to Muhammad. So now this is one of the clear evidence that it's not true. Whatever the prophet sees in their dream, it is not true. It is not true that it will come true, because the Muslims, I remember this clearly, that the Muslims, Osman Muhammad told me this. Osman Muhammad, he said, whatever the prophet they dream about, it happens, it comes true. So if Muhammad dreamt and they were as few, were they really few? That's the question, okay? When you look, let me show you this verse too in the Quran, okay? Quran chapter 46. It is another proof that the Muslims, they lie to us sometimes just to promote this. I don't know why. You see, if it is like that, it is like that. But if they lie, we have to expose them. Quran chapter 46, verse number 9. Verse number 9, okay? The verse that is saying Muhammad don't know where he will be. Okay, listen carefully. Say, Muhammad should tell them, I am not something original among the messengers, nor do I know what will be done with me, nor with you. So Muhammad, who is the messenger of Allah, doesn't even know what will be done with him or with you. It is like Muhammad is the one who is coming to give us the guarantee that we have salvation. For he himself, he doesn't know what will happen to him. So whatever he's teaching you, how do you know that will help you? Because the one giving you, the one who said, okay, if you take this medicine, your sickness will go. And then he is taking the same medicine and he doesn't know if his sickness will go or not. So is Muhammad guided or not? You think about this the one who is giving you the medicine and telling you if you take this medicine, your medicine will go, will disappear. Your sickness, not your medicine, your sickness will go, you will be strong, you'll be healthy, you will gain power. He himself doesn't know if he takes the medicine, he will be what will happen to him. He doesn't know. So if Muhammad dies, whatever happens to Muhammad, he doesn't know. And this verse, this is a clear one of the verses in the Quran. This proves that you have to think about the religion that you are following. Let me show you the confusion in this verse, okay? Because they all don't think alike. The explanation, according to the Muslims, you see, when I'm showing you anything, I show you according to what their sources say, not according to what I am saying. You see, you can read the verse and then you can understand it how you want it. But I will try to show you the meaning, what the Muslim sources are saying. And you will see the confusion here. Clearly, nobody knows the meaning. Okay? Nobody knows. Let's see. Quran chapter 46, verse number We will go back to the Bible and you will see the difference between the Yahweh in the Bible and Allah in the Quran, and how Allah is deceiving Muhammad here. But the Yahweh in the Bible will show the power that he has as a God. Okay? You will see. So Quran chapter 46, verse number 9. And the verse, you see, the Muslims, they tell us, when they read the Bible, they say, you see, there are two, Paul is giving his opinion. How can Paul give his opinion and claim this book is from God? How is this possible? It is not possible, this and that. But look at the Muslims. When you read the verse from the Bible and from the Quran, let's read the verse again and then let's go to the translation, okay? So people will see it clear. Say, I am not something original among the messengers, nor do I know what will be done with me or with you. I only follow that which is revealed to me. Okay, Muhammad is saying that I only follow what is revealed to me. And I am not but a clear warner. Muhammad is just a warner, nothing else. Okay, Muhammad is just a warner, nothing else. I'm just a warner. And then he doesn't know what will happen to him or what will be happening to you. He doesn't know. So what does this verse mean? Look at their own explanation or interpretation. And let's see if we can even depend on Islam and their let's look, just check this out. Tafsir Ibn Abbas, not Tafsir Seto. Seto is just a between. I'm just a messenger. You see, I am just bringing you the message from the Islamic sources. So the verse that we just read, listen to what it means according to the Muslim sources. Okay, there is no understanding. Say to them, okay, that is Muhammad should say to them, I am no new thing among the messengers of Allah. I am not first human being to be sent as messenger. There were many messengers before me. Muhammad is claiming this, okay? He knows this from the Bible probably. Nor know I what will be done with me or with you. So Muhammad doesn't know what will be done with him or with the followers of Muhammad in relationship. So according to this verse, who is speaking here? Ibn Abbas. Okay, they say Tafsir Ibn Abbas, but we don't know who is actually speaking, if it is Ibn Abbas or not. But listen to what he's saying here. Okay, in relation to the hardship, comfort, and well-being, it is also said that, listen carefully. So the meaning, according to the first interpretation, Muhammad is saying here, nor know I what will be done with me, nor with you. Muhammad is trying to tell us that he doesn't know the relationship to the hardship or to the comfort and well-being. That is the first meaning of the verse. It's not about his death. Okay, so Muhammad, according to the interpretation here, they are trying to tell us it's not about his death after he died, but it is about the hardship and the comfort and well-being. Muhammad doesn't know if it will be comfortable, if it will be very hard on him. He doesn't know. And then they continue by saying, and it is also said that is the point. It is also said that by who is saying this one? Who is telling us it is also said that? So what was the reason why the verse came? You see now, so now we have to just accept it. You don't know who is. It is also said that by who? Think about it. Okay, so the Muslims, they complain. Paul is an apostle and he's a church father, and then or whatever. He is saying, this is my opinion. The Muslims say, how can this be? Opinion. But look at what is in their books. It is also said that by who? Nobody knows. I don't know. Okay, this verse. So somebody is telling us the reason why this verse came, nobody knows, but it is also said that this verse was revealed about some of the companions of the prophet who asked him when to leave Mecca in order to escape from persecution of the disbelievers. So it is also said that is just a claim. Somebody says that this verse, this is the reason why it came. So the people, the companion of Muhammad, they were asking Muhammad because they were under pressure. And Muhammad, when do we leave Mecca? When do we escape from the disbelievers? They are trying to harm us. So the prophet said, I do not know what will be done with me, nor what will be with you. So the Muslim said in Quran chapter 53, verse number 3 and 4, Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. He speaks by inspiration. So the people are asking questions, but Allah never brought anything. Now Muhammad have to tell them this. So Allah never brought what the Muhammad should do. But Allah brought a verse to tell Muhammad, I don't know what will happen to me or what will happen to you. Just think about it logically. Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. The people are, you see, they are in panic because their people are persecuting them. And they are asking, what do we do? Should we leave Mecca? And for Allah to bring the solution, Allah didn't bring the solution or something to tell Muhammad to tell his companions, but Allah brought something to tell Muhammad. Muhammad should tell them, I don't know what will happen to me, but this statement is from Allah. Why don't Allah tell him what will happen to him? Think about it. Why is not Allah telling him what will happen to him, and Allah is telling him, tell them you don't know what will happen to you? Okay. Nor whether, let's continue, nor whether we will migrate from Mecca or not. Muhammad doesn't know if that will happen or not. Okay. I do but follow, act upon that which is inspired in me. So Allah, instead of Allah to bring him the solution, he brought him to say this thing. Okay. That which I am commanded in the Quran, and I am but a plain warner. A warning, listen carefully, a warning messenger who addresses you in a language that you understand. Listen carefully according to their own sources. Muhammad is a warner to warn the people in a language that you understand. The language that you understand. So which kind of people is Muhammad talking to? Was Muhammad talking to you from Ghana? Are you an Arab? Do you understand that language? You see, their own source, I'm giving you from their own sources. So Muhammad was given the Arabic language as a prophet so that Muhammad will explain to his people so that they will understand. It has nothing to do with you from Ghana, my guy. It says it clear. And this is not my source. This is the sources from Islamic page. Okay. So here, according to this Ibn Abbas tafsir, as you all can see it clearly, it is telling us two different things. It is also said that this, because of the companions, they were scared of their life. They're telling Muhammad, when are we going to leave? Muhammad is telling them, I don't know. I only do what I see from command from Allah or something like this. Okay. Now let's see the another scholar. What is the meaning that he gave? You see the problem here. Say, I am not a novelty, okay, unprecedented among the messengers. That it is to say, I am not the first to be sent by God as his messenger. Already many of them have come to you before, or that has come before. Okay. So how can you deny me? Nor do I know, this is the statement, nor do I know what will be done with me, nor what will be done with you in this world. So this one is saying something in this world. I don't know what will happen to you. So according to this scholar, this verse it's not talking about after you die. Do you hear that? It's not about after you die or after Muhammad's die. It's not about the afterlife. So we have this scholar also giving us another meaning of the verse. So how do you even depend on a religion? They are scholars. You see, they give the same critiques to Christianity. The Christians don't even do this. The Christians, look at them. So this scholar is telling us it is about this word. Muhammad doesn't know what will happen to him in this word. Okay, let's continue. Because I'm going to give you another tafsir, Ibn Kathir, and you will see the difference. Will I be made to leave my native land? Muhammad doesn't know. Will I be made to leave my native land? Or will I be slain as was done with some prophet before me? Okay. So some prophet before Muhammad, according to this, they were slain. Which prophets were that? Can anybody, as a Muslim, give me one prophet who was slain according to the Quran and the name on where does the Quran mention this? The Muslims don't know. They don't know. They have to go and check the Bible, but they will stay here and say the Bible is corrupt. Which prophet was slain? They will say John the Baptist. Show us from the Quran where Allah is saying John the Baptist, they slain John the Baptist. They say they killed, but how do you even know John the Baptist was slain? Okay, and Jesus was saved. Think about it. The prophets, they were slain. Other prophets were slain. And Quran says, Quran chapter 2, verse, the last chapters, the last verses in Quran chapter 2. Allah is talking there like the prophet. There is no distinctions between the prophets and some stuffs like this. And then we found out that many prophets, they were slain, they were killed. Only Isa was rescued. Muhammad too was killed. So why was Isa so special that he was rescued? Think about that, okay? It is clear because Isa is not from this. You see, the Quran says every soul, from the dust you came or something like this, everybody will return to the dust. But Isa is not from the dust. That is why Allah took him back to himself. You hear? To himself, because Isa is not from the dust. He is not a human being, but you still say Isa is a human being. So why is all the human beings who came from the dust, they went back to the dust, but Isa is still not at the dust? Have you thought about this? Okay, let's continue. Will I be made to leave my native land? I've already read this. Or will you stone me to death? So Muhammad doesn't know. He's just predicting. Okay. Or will the earth be made to swallow you as it did denied before you? So this one, it is not clearly telling us. You see, there are different opinions. It's just like opinion. This one is telling us different thing, and this one is telling us different thing. So it's continued by saying, I only follow what is revealed to me. So Muhammad only follows what is revealed to him. Okay, that is the Quran, and I do not invent anything myself. Muhammad is giving you his and telling you he doesn't invent anything by himself. But if you go to Quran chapter 9, verse number 43, you will see that Allah is pardoning Muhammad over there. Let's see. Let me show it to you clear. Okay, I think Quran chapter 9, verse 43. You will see clearly Muhammad invent things by himself. He didn't get anything. Look at him, Allah. May Allah pardon you. Who is speaking here? Allah is saying, may Allah pardon you. Allah is saying, may Allah pardon you, Muhammad. What did Muhammad do? Did Muhammad invent something or did he not? Why is Allah saying, may Allah pardon you? When I say, may God forgive you, what does that mean? Okay, I know when I say, may God forgive you, that means I am praying to a God. I am praying to a God that this God that who is in power should forgive you. So if Allah say, may Allah pardon you, who is this? Who is going to pardon Muhammad? Which Allah is speaking here? Okay, this is translation. You know, Muslims will say, you see the translation, they are using words, but their scholars did it. Let me change the translation, okay? Because this one, it looks very bad. I changed the translation. May Allah pardon. The same thing came. I didn't even know that it's going to say, may Allah. Do you get the point? Our leaders, corrupted politicians, we say, may God pardon them for their sins, because if the God said they are going to punish them, these people, they will suffer. May God forgive you. May God punish you. May God do you this. This is a prayer. And we found it in the Quran that may Allah pardon you. And Allah is speaking. And you say Allah is a true God. Let me change the translator again, because this is the second. Let me take Yusuf Ali. Let's see what Yusuf Ali say. Yusuf Ali, yesterday. Look at this. Hey, look at how it has changed. Allah give thee grace. Look at this. May Allah pardon you. Change. Allah give thee. If this was NIV and that one was King James Version, which one is telling the truth right now? But Yusuf Ali is lying. Yusuf Ali is lying. He's a big liar. Let me see another translator. Yusuf Ali, why do you lie like this? Because we can go and check the tafsir of the verse. Let me take another translator. Let's see what this one says. This is funny. God pardon thee. God pardon thee. So who is speaking? You see, so Yusuf Ali is clearly lying. What do you mean grace? You see how they deceive people? Okay, so let me go back to the original Sahih International, okay, because I was using Sahih International. Let me use Sahih International again. And let's continue. So they say Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. According to them, may Allah pardon thee. So if Muhammad doesn't speak on his own, why will Allah be pardoning Muhammad? What did he do? Did he say something on his own? Yes. Why did you give them permission? So Muhammad gave a permission. Allah didn't give Muhammad that permission to give that permission. Do you get that? If you don't get it, forget it. Muhammad gave them permission which wasn't authorized by Allah. And Allah is commanding, you see, instead of Allah is even forgiving Muhammad before he even criticized Muhammad or questioned Muhammad. Can you believe this? Muhammad is not asking, oh, I'm sorry I did this. Allah forgives Muhammad and then question Muhammad. Why did you do that? He pardons Muhammad before he questions Muhammad. Have you seen this privilege before? Okay. Why did you give them permission to remain behind? You should have, you should not have until it was evident to you who were truthful. So Muhammad did something without verifying, knowing who was saying the truth or not, and he gave permission people to stay back because they were going to war. Okay. So what this verse is saying here, that Muhammad said, I did not invent anything. The Muslims will say he was speaking about the Quran itself. Muhammad did not invent anything in the Quran itself, but there are some verses which, if you think about it, it is very clear it was an invention. Okay. So now let's check the last tafsir, Ibn Kathir. Okay, Ibn Kathir. I'm giving you the sources from their own books, not from myself. Okay, it is on the screen too. Let's see what Ibn Kathir said about that verse when Allah is saying, I do not know, I don't know what will happen to me, or let's see what it says. I'm looking for it, okay? Okay, say, I am not a new thing among the messengers, which means I am not the first messenger who came to the world. Rather, a messenger came before me. And I am not an unprecedented incident that should cause you all to reject me and doubt my being my being sent to you. Indeed, Allah has sent before me all the prophets in various nations. Allah says, okay, we continue by saying, nor do I know what will be done with me, nor with you, or with you. What this verse means, let's continue. That Allah may forgive you your sins of the past and the future. Okay, we already know this. Quran chapter 48, verse number 2. Allah is forgiving Muhammad's sins and the future, past and the future. Okay, that Allah may forgive you sins of the past and the future. They said that when the latter ayah was revealed, one of the Muslims said to Allah's messenger, Allah has declared what he will do with you, but what will he do with us? Then Allah revealed. Okay, we are trying to find what the verse is about, but they keep on talking. We don't see it. Okay, this is not what we are looking for. This verse, it is already in Quran chapter 48, verse number 2. Okay, when Muhammad received the revelation, and Allah is saying he will forgive him his past sin and his previous sin, and his future sins. And then Allah and the Muslims were asking, what about us? And Allah is telling them, or Muhammad is telling them, what will happen to the believers. Okay, so let's continue, because I want to go back to the program for certain death. Okay, as for him, certainty, death has reached him from his Lord, and I surely wish well for him. But by Allah, even though, listen carefully, now we are here. But by Allah, even though I am Allah's messenger, that is me, Muhammad is speaking. Even though I am Allah's messenger, I do not know what will happen to me after death. You see, now this is Ibn Kathir translation this verse for us. And then he put it there into bracket. So according to Ibn Kathir, this verse is speaking about after death. If Muhammad dies, we don't know what will happen to him. So you see why it is you can't depend on anything in Islam. The other scholar is telling us the verse is not about the afterlife, and this scholar is telling us it is about afterlife. And so how do we know which is true? But if you use this verse, they are going to say, no, it's not true. Ibn Kathir can lie. So why is he one of your scholars? Why do you depend on a liar? Why do you depend on somebody who can make mistakes? Only the Quran cannot make mistakes. So why didn't Allah explain it to you? If you say Allah cannot explain his book, and you need some people to explain it for you, and you saying these people can make mistakes. So where is the logic? So according to Ibn Kathir is telling us it is about after death. I do not know what will happen to me after death. And then I said, never will I claim a person to be pious after this. Okay? This incident caused me some distress, and I went to sleep thereafter. I saw in my dream that Ummah owned a running water spring, and then the story continues. So this verse is talking about after death. Okay? Okay. Let's continue by saying, even though I am Allah's messenger, I do not know what will happen to me, happen to him. I do not know what will happen to him. This is a similar test indicate that it is not allowed to declare that a specific person will enter Jannah, except for those who were distinctly indicated by Allah or his messenger. Okay, example. So there are some people whom have been chosen that they will go to heaven. So why is Muhammad not included? And Muhammad is saying he doesn't know. Think about it, okay? So it is clear. And when you go and check the cause of the revelation according to their own sources, you see, let me show it to you. This is the Asbabun Nuzul, cause of the revelation according to their own sources, okay? This one too is telling a different story. They said Muhammad had a dream. The prophet saw in his dream that he migrated to a land that had palms, trees, and plenty of water. He related this dream to his companions, and the latter took it for a good omen, and a harbinger, okay, a harbinger of relief from the harm of the idolaters which they faced. So Muhammad had a dream according to the sources, not according to me. Muhammad had a dream, and then Muhammad said they were going to some places which was palm trees and plenty of waters. So the companions, they were relieved. After a while, when they saw that nothing has happened, then they said, "Oh, Messenger of Allah, when are you going to migrate to the land which you saw in your dream?" Do you hear that? So Muhammad had a dream. Did this dream come true? Because they were asking, and then Muhammad is telling them, the Messenger of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace, did not answer them, but Allah revealed, Allah exalted his seal, revealed. No. So this is a different story. You see how many stories they have in their own books? Okay. I'm trying to go gradually so people will understand. Everything that I am showing to you, it is step by step so that people will understand. Okay? People will understand. People will know I'm not speaking from my own, but from their own sources. So if any Muslim insults, you know what they are insulting? They are insulting their own sources, because even if I put the telephone number there right now, can any Muslim call and say you are lying? No. So some people, they have been programmed. They are like, you see, that's why they Baba Shuib say they are fools. Some people are fools. That's what they say. Okay, because even if you show them their proof, they will still say, no, this is not what my malam told me. this is not what my malam told me. So what are you saying? Whatever the malam says, they take it. Okay. What if your malam is misled? Okay. So let's go back to the program. And as clear as it is on the screen, Muhammad was what? Deceived to believe that in his dream, the people they are going to face, they are few in numbers. They are few in numbers, okay? So this brings us to the point. A God who is almighty, who is all powerful, wants to do something for his followers, wants to prove that he is God, okay? Does he have to deceive? Does he have to lie to his companion? No, he doesn't, because if that is the same God who was in the Old Testament, okay, let me come on the screen for small, okay, so people will see Seto. People have missed me according to what I'm saying. When you go to the Bible, okay, there is a guy called Gideon. Gideon in the Bible was nobody. Nobody. And the God in the Bible decided to use Gideon to save his nation, Israel. the children of Israel, they were they were conquered, they were invaded by some people for 7 years. You see, they say the God of Israel is for Israel, No, but the God in the Bible, when the people of Israel, when they committed sin, when they did something wrong to that God, the God punished them many times. He punished them so many times. Okay, so they were under invasion for 7 years, and then this the angel came to Gideon and told Gideon, Gideon, are going to save the nation from this because they cried for help, and God is going to help them. Okay, so when this God came to Gideon, he told Gideon, I'm going to use you to help to save your nation. Listen carefully. Gideon is not an army. He don't have an army. He don't have a soldiers. Gideon even said it he told the angel, me from my tribe, we are the least, and I am the least from my tribe. So Gideon was like nobody. His tribe, they were weak, and he is the least of them. But God said he was going to use him. Listen. And then for Gideon to know that he was speaking to God, this is a common sense guy. For Gideon to know that he was speaking to God, the angel or whatever, the angel came to him. The angel is a true person and truly from God. Gideon tested the angel. He said, "Okay, let me test you. Let me sacrifice something to prove that if you are from God." Let me show it on the screen, okay? Because I have it here so people will understand what I'm trying to say. That is the verse is in Judges, okay? Judges chapter 6. Judge chapter 6, okay? From 1 going. This is where Gideon begins, okay? The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and for 7 years he gave them into the hands of the Midianites. So you see clearly the Israelites, they were under the control of Midianites. They took over, and the Midianites, they weren't few in numbers. They were plenty. They were like the sand on the sea. According to the sources, there were many. They took over, you see. So whenever the Israelites planted their crops, the Midianites, the Amalekites, and other east invaded the country. They camped on the land and ruined the crops all the way to Gaza and did not spare a living thing for the Israel, neither the sheep, nor the cattle, nor the donkeys. So when you see now, when God in the Bible said, go and kill the Amalekites and don't spare anything, they are complaining, but the same thing happened to the Israelites too. According to the Bible, the same thing happened to the Israelites because they also went on the wrong path. Okay, so this is how many they were. They came up with their livestock and their tents like a swamp of locust or the locust. So the Midianites, they were so many. I'm going to say abebe swamp of locust. They said you can't even count them. Okay, that is how many they were. So they are the Israelites were under what? 7 years under the Midianites. Okay, and let's listen to what happened then. An angel then came to an angel of the Lord came and sat down under an oak of Ephraim and came to Gideon. An angel came to Gideon. I'm trying to let you know what went on. And the angel told Gideon, the angel is going to what? The angel called Gideon mighty warrior. Gideon is nobody. He wasn't the mighty warrior or nothing. But the angel called him mighty warrior because the angel knows who Gideon is going to be. So Gideon said, pardon me. You see, when the angel, when the angel came to Gideon, you see, it says, the angel of the Lord came and sat down so the angel of the Lord came to Gideon. He didn't press Gideon. He didn't squeeze Gideon 3 times. He didn't harm Gideon. But when Muhammad said the angel came to him, what happened to him? The angel told Gideon, he's going to save them. Pardon me, my Lord. Gideon replied, but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? So Gideon was complaining to the angel, if the Lord is with us, why is all this happening to us? Because our forefathers, they said God did this for our ancestors, all the wonders that our ancestors told us. Okay, so Gideon was like complaining. Did not the Lord bring us up from out of Egypt. Free Egypt. So the Lord told Gideon, said, the Lord then turned to him and said, go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian hands. So David is going to get what? The assignment here. Listen to what David is saying. Pardon me, my Lord. Gideon replied, but how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my family. So God, because the Muslims keep on saying, oh, Allah chooses the perfect people, the best, and you are always the best. It is not true. According to the story, Gideon is the least in his family, okay? And his clan is the weakest. So you see the difference here? The God wants to prove something to his people. He chose the weakest and the least from the clan. But when Allah is speaking to Muhammad, he has chosen Muhammad as the best messenger, but still he has to deceive Muhammad. He couldn't even show Muhammad the real number. Think about it, okay? So he chose the weakest clan and the least of them. And what is the God? I will be with you, and you will strike down all the Midianites, leaving none alive. Do you hear the difference? The least in his family, the weakest in the clan, God is telling him, I will be with you. This is what is expected from God. If God says, I am with you, who can deceive you? Who can beat you? If the God is saying he is with you. So this is a clear difference between the God in the Bible and the God in the Quran. The God in the Quran, he cannot tell Muhammad, hey, you are going to face 1 million people and I am with you. Go, you will win. He couldn't say that. He has to do a therapy, according to the Sheikh. He is doing a therapy so that they will get encouragement and go. But when you go to the Bible, the God didn't do therapy with the guy. He said, I am with you. But even though he said that he was with Gideon, look at what Gideon did. Gideon have to test. If now I have found a favor in your eyes, give me a sign that it will really, it is really you talking to me. So if it is true that the true God is speaking with me, give me a sign. So if God is with you, you will win. And Gideon is demanding a sign so that he will know that the one speaking to him is not anybody trying to fool him, but what? It is truly God. So Gideon told the God he's going to prepare something. So Gideon went inside, prepared a young goat and from an ephah and did something and came and sacrificed it. Okay, so Gideon came and brought the goat on the altar or something like this. The angel of God said to him, take the meat under the olive bread or something like this. And then the angel of God put fire. He said, let me read what happened. Then the angel of the Lord, touched the meat, okay, and touched the meat and the unleavened bread with the tip of a staff that was in his hand. Fire flamed from the rock, consuming the meat and the bread, and the angel of the Lord disappeared. Do you hear that? So at that particular moment, the angel of the Lord did something to prove to Gideon that he is really speaking to God, or God is sending him. You see, so that is the proof. This is what we demanded from Muhammad. Muhammad came as a prophet, has been sent by God. You ask him for evidence, they say no. I am just a warner. When Gideon realized that it was an angel of the Lord, he exclaimed, Alas, sovereign Lord, I have seen an angel of the Lord face to face. But the Lord said to him, peace, do not be afraid. You are not going to die. Because Gideon thought he was going to die. Okay. So the angel gave Gideon some commands to do. But I want to show you something and what happened next. Okay. So he told Gideon to go and destroy the altar of them, the God that they are worshiping. They were worshiping Baal. You see Baal, Baal or Baal. But you see the Muslims, they have Baal in their Quran. And last time we did a program, we were speaking about Baal. They said no, in the Quran it doesn't say Baal. It is in the Bible already. You see, they are deceiving. The Baal is already in the Quran. It is, you can say Baal or you can say Baal, or you can say Baal, whatever you say, but it's the same name. It doesn't change anything. Abraham, Ibrahim, yeah. Isa, Jesus, you claim, Muhammad, Ahmed, okay, the same. You claim they are the same, but when they went, because I exposed that guy, he said the Quran didn't say Baal, it said Baal. So that angel told him to destroy this Baal, okay, the gods that they have. So Gideon took some 10 of his servants, and he went and destroyed them in the night. Because Gideon went and destroyed them in the night. I want to show you something here. What is more powerful? We can listen to this thing. It says, so after Gideon destroyed everything, the people woke up in the morning and they wanted to kill Gideon. For Gideon, they have found that Gideon is the one who destroyed the thing. Okay? They have found that Gideon has destroyed the altar, Baal altar. So they wanted to kill him. And then the father of Gideon told them, if Baal is a true God, then Baal should fight for himself. You shouldn't fight for Baal. Baal should fight for himself. So he said, so because Gideon broke down Baal's altar, they gave him a name, Jerub Baal. That day, say, let Baal contend with him. Okay. Now all the Midianites, Amalekites, and other eastern people joined forces and across the river of Jordan and camped in the valley of Jezreel. The Spirit of God came to Gideon again. The Spirit of God came to Gideon. And what happened? So Gideon also, once again, God is going to use Gideon to do something here. And I want people to get this clear. I'm trying to go through the thing clearly so people will get it, okay? The difference between the God in the Quran and the God in the Bible. Gideon said to the God, if you really save Israel by my hand, you have promised, okay? Look, I will place a wool fleece on the... So what Gideon is saying here, okay? The story is long, but what Gideon is saying here is, if you are the God, if you said you are going to save me, you are going to use me to save Israel, then I want to test you again. Gideon already did first test. It happened. God did it for him. And the second test, Gideon is saying, he's going to place something like let's say a cloth, okay, a cloth on the ground. And what should happen to the cloth? He's going to put it on the floor. If there is a dew only on the fleece and all the ground is dry, then I will know that it is you will save Israel by my hand. So Gideon is testing the God to know that it is truly God who is sending him. He said, I'm going to place a blanket, let's say a blanket, so people will understand, a blanket on the floor, and when it rains in the morning, he said dew, this dew, I don't know how to say it in P, ebo, a fosuo, or something like this. If this dew, okay, only on the fleece, it should be only on the blanket and the ground, everything is dry. If everything is dry and only the blanket is wet, then I will know that you are sending me. And then he did that, and that is what happened. Gideon rose in the next day. He squeezed the fleece and wrung out a bowl full of water. Do you hear that? So Gideon kept on testing his Lord just to know that it is truly the God who is sending him. But Muhammad's God, he didn't show any signs for Muhammad to believe in him that he is a God. All what he did was to lie to Muhammad. Let's continue. Gideon said to the God, do not be angry with me. Let me make just one more request. Allow one more. So Gideon tested the God again. Now with the same cloth. Now let everything on the floor. He said, let's read. But this time, make the fleece dry and let the ground covered with a dew. So this time, remember the blanket. Don't let the blanket get wet, but the ground should be wet and the blanket should stay dry. And the God did it for him too. You see, and the God did that for him too. When we go to verse number 7, chapter 7, okay, this is interesting here. Chapter 7. So now Gideon has gotten the confidence that he's being sent by God. Look at what happened. But God said this. So Gideon organized people, okay? Let me read this. The Lord said to Gideon, you have too many men. Wait, let's go up small, okay? Early in the morning, Jerubbaal, okay? That is Gideon, because they named Gideon, they gave him another name because he destroyed that altar. And all his men camped at a spring of Harod. The camp of the Medians was north of them and in the valley near the hills. Okay, let's say the hills. Okay, the Lord said to Gideon, you have too many men. So listen carefully. According to this verse, Gideon organized men to go and fight, because Gideon has now gotten the confidence, and he has organized people to go and fight. And the God is telling Gideon, the men, they are too many. Look at the difference. But the people they are going to fight against, they were more than what Gideon has gathered. They were more than what Gideon has gathered. But the God in the Bible is telling Gideon, they are too many. When it came to Muhammad, Allah is lying to Muhammad and trying to let Muhammad see as few. Do you see the difference? The Lord said to Gideon, you have too many men. I cannot deliver the Medians into their hand, or Israel will boast against me. My own strength has saved me. So because the God wants to prove to them, it is he. When he is with you, you will not lose. So because there were too many, even if they go and they win the fight, they will say, because we are strong, we were many, it was our own effort. So you see, it was our own effort. That is why the God is saying there are too many. So God announced to the army, anyone who tremble with fear may turn back to and leave. Okay, Mount Gilead. So the God told them, any one of them who is afraid to fight, he should leave. So when Gideon told them this, so 22,000 men left. 22,000 left. Why 10,000 remain? And 10,000 now remain. 10,000 is going to fight people who were plenty. The opponent, they were plenty. There were many. But there remained only 10,000. But listen to what happened again. But the Lord said to Gideon, there are still too many men. 10,000 was going to fight against like 50,000 people. But but the God in the Bible said there are still too many. So what did he do? Take them down to the water, and I will thin them out for you there. If I say, so what happened? Okay. So the point I'm trying to make here is, okay, let me come on the screen. Small, and let's see. I'll open the telephone lines very soon. Okay, people are calling already. I'll open the telephone lines very soon. So the point here is, Gideon, okay, who was nobody, and God in the Bible wants to use him. The difference between the God in the Bible and the Allah, and God wants to use him in the Bible. He did some signs for Gideon to prove that he is God. First of all, you see, the miracle is to change people's mind. You do this for the people will know, okay, yes, this is really from God. Without the miracle, everybody can claim anything. So after Gideon was convinced, okay, and then he was able to gather many people, and the God in the Bible told them, they are too many. They are too many, okay, so tell them this, and then 20,000 people, or 20-something thousand people left because they were afraid. And then he said, there are still too many. You have 10,000, there are still too many. So the God in the Bible brought them on the riverside and told them to drink. And anyone who drinks like a dog, put his face in the water and drinks like an animal would drink, the God said they should go home. Okay, so it was left only those who gathered, who took the water with their hand and drank like this. So it was left with only 300. It was left with only 300. So that they will know that they won by the power of God, not with their own strength. You hear the logic? But when it came to the Quran, because there were too many, and the people will hesitate, they will fight with each other, and Allah is now lying to them and trying to make them seem few, so that they will have courage. But if Allah is with you, why should he even think about this? This is not an insult. It's something you should think about. If the God is really with you, even if you have 20 million people, look how many people they were. Let me show it to you. According to the Bible, not according to me, okay? How many were the enemies? Look. According to verse number 12, the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the other eastern people had settled in the valley. Thick as locust, thick, because there were so many. Okay, listen carefully. Their camels could no more be counted than the sand on the seashore. That is how many they were. So many people that you cannot even count them, just like the sand at the seashore. This is how many they were. According to the Bible, and Gideon is coming to them with 300 men. Did you watch the movie 300? Do you see? So Gideon is coming to them with 300 men. And why is Gideon coming? Because Gideon has believed in God, because God has proven to him that God is sending him. So if God was sending Muhammad, why would the God lie to Muhammad and say, no, it was only a few? Oops. Why would the God tell Muhammad they were only few, just to encourage them? Okay. Somebody called. I'm calling back, and then we will see who is this. So maybe we can learn together here. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Mr. Situ.
Yeah, Seto speaking. Who is this?
It's Avraham Ahmed from Nigeria.
Okay, Avraham Ahmed. Okay, thanks for calling. Any contribution?
Though I see the topic you've discussed on. So
Okay.
that Allah of the Quran is deceiving the prophet.
Okay.
Right? Okay, now what do you say?
We are listening. Continue.
Now, what I want you to get there, you said, you speak about the prophet that he doesn't know what will be due to him. But I decided to take that of deceit first before we go to the Quran and Surah Al-Ahqaf about what you said. You say now, going back to the Bible you are quoting. Now, before you jump to the Quran, I think you should first address the Bible. Now, in 2nd Chronicle, in the Bible, I hope you put it on the screen.
No, to stick to the topic. You see, I have put in 2 verses on the screen. So address these verses.
Yes.
Address these verses
now,
first before we go to another verse.
In 2nd Chronicle, are you with me? Chapter 18. Chapter 18 of 2nd Chronicle, verse 18 to 22. Now, this is what the Bible said in 2nd Chronicle, chapter 18, verse 18 to 22. And Micaiah said, therefore, hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who will entice Ahab, the king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said one thing, and another said another. Then a spirit came forward. Now this is a spirit coming forward and stood before the Lord, saying, this spirit came forward and stood before the Lord, saying, I will entice him. And the Lord said to him, by what means? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lion spirit in the mouth of his prophet. And he said, you are enticed, and he said, you are to entice him, and you shall succeed. Go forth and do so. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord has put a lion spirit in the mouth of those your prophet. The Lord has spoken evil concerning you. So now, the God of the Bible, YHWE, was the one deceiving his own people. He was sending a lion spirit to deceive who? His own people. So now, who was sending lion spirit to deceive YHWE? Secondly, Jesus according to the Bible. God deceived Jesus according to the Bible.
Abdurrahman, are you going to address the verse in the Quran or not?
Jesus himself deceived his people. No, you first said, okay, what are you? You have already
Hello?
I have to correct you. When Allah said, Hatu burhanakum,
hello,
are you with me?
Hello?
I am with you.
Yeah, because
I'm with you.
Abdurrahman, you see how I kept quiet for you to speak? You have quoted a verse. It has nothing to do with what we are saying. Are you saying so?
No, it has to do it. It has to do with it.
You see, I kept quiet for you to speak. I kept quiet for you to speak. If I am speaking, keep quiet then, okay? Because I kept quiet for you to speak. So are you saying the Bible God deceives, so it is okay? Quran God can also deceive, right? Is that your logic here?
Good. That is not the logic.
Okay, Abdurrahman, please, if that is not the logic, did Allah deceive Muhammad or not?
Deceive his own people. Accepted.
Did Allah deceive Muhammad or not?
Hello. Allah did not deceive Muhammad.
So explain that to us. That is the topic here. Because the verse that you are quoting, nobody knows. I don't know the context.
Okay, listen. You've been an army in a battlefield. When the enemies come to attack you, do you expect your commander to tell you run away or to push you?
So explain the verse to us. That's what we are.
I said, and that is what I'm saying. I said you being a fighter in the battlefield, you are fighting for your own country or for any purpose. Then when the people came, they are crowded than you. Do you expect your commander to tell you to run away or to post you? What do you expect your commander to do?
So my commander is not God, right? He's a human being, and then he
good. And that is why in the Quran, in 3 places it is allowed to lie. In 3 places in Islam.
Okay, so Allah is a lie. Allah teaches you to lie.
Allah teaches not us not to lie, but He teaches in the Bible to lie because He lied to His prophet.
My guy, Abdurrahman, you said did you just say there are 3 times you can lie in the Quran? What you said?
Yes, I did not say it in the Quran.
You said in the Quran.
Islamic teaching. Okay, is a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, so
it's a mistake.
So say it again. In Islamic teachings, there are 3 times you can lie.
Teaching. Are you with me?
No. Listen, I want you to say. I didn't hear what you said. Did you say in Islamic teachings there are 3 times you can lie?
I said in Islamic teaching. Yes.
And who taught you that? Who is teaching you this?
It's in the Hadith.
So who taught you this? Is it Allah or who is teaching you this?
The prophets.
But the prophet, is it his own teaching or is from Allah?
Good. Allah said, the prophet, the prophet never does anything on his own will, but what Allah assigned him to do. So in this case, let us take an example like what I told you from the initial starting. You've been in a ground of fighting. Do you expect your own commander to tell you to run away or to post you?
Okay, so I understand what you are saying, but my commander is not God. He's not all powerful. He's not all knowing. Okay, so now according to you,
your commander is not all knowing, but Allah is all knowing.
Yeah. So
and now,
listen, Abdurrahman, the all knowing God. You see, so now you have let us know, according to you, the audience, Allah is teaching the Muslim there are 3 occasions they can lie, right?
Huh?
Allah is teaching you as a Muslim 3 occasions you can lie.
No problem, yes.
So when are these occasions? What time?
Good. Let me check the hadith here. I think I will find it very easily. It is allowed when you are to reconcile between 2 people fighting. Instead, 2 people fighting, there is no problem to lie there. Why? Because in lying there, the advantage is greater than the disadvantage, and this is what we consider.
We get it. And the second one is what?
Now, the second one is on the battlefield, I think. Let me check the hadith. In terms of between husband and wife, to reconcile between husband and wife. Thirdly, I think is also on battlefield.
No, we have already 2 people fighting. I want to see. I want to know what you say. So we have. You see.
Okay.
When you come, the devil is the liar. Do you accept that?
The devil is
the liar.
Yes.
So if your God is teaching you how to lie or to lie, do you think your God is the devil or is not the devil?
Lying in which context?
You see, the devil is.
I asked you, I listened to you, Lying in which context? Is it in the
every
context
lie
that
is a lie. You see, in the Bible, the Christians.
No, according to Jesus, according to your Bible is not so. According to your Bible is not so.
My guy, listen. According to the Bible, they say, let your yes be yes, let your no be no.
Good. And according to the same Bible, God sent a lying spirit to his own prophet to deceive his own prophet, and also Jesus deceived his own people, according to the Bible.
Okay, so we can tackle that. I want to know the third one. So according to the Muslim, not according to me, he is telling us Allah is teaching them how to lie. 3 occasions you can lie. We have 2 occasions, 2 people fighting, and between your wife, and then we want to know the third one.
Is on battlefield, that is on war. In terms of war. Are you with me?
I'm with you, yeah.
So the third one is in time of war. And this is exactly what happened in the Quran. And you said Allah lied to him. Now, Allah revealed this verse. This verse is a verse of Allah which he revealed in the Quran. Now, had it be that Allah did not reveal the verse, then you may say, okay, now it becomes a lie, he's covering everything. But this is what Allah told him. And Allah is the one who has the knowledge of what should happen and what will be.
Now, okay, we get. So, you gave us. You said, 2 people fighting in a battlefield and your wife. That you can lie to them, right?
A reconciliation.
Okay, so
and the reason was because the advantageous side is greater, is in higher chance than the disadvantage.
No, it is not. You see, you can lie to cover some things up for a very long time, but it's still a lie. You cannot hide. You cannot lie is darkness, and then the truth is light. You cannot put darkness over the light. The light always shines over the darkness. And
that is why I said, listen. Example, let's take an example.
Abdurrahman, can you give me so in Islam, when can you not lie? When can you? There are 3 occasions you can lie. What is an occasion that you cannot lie? Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example?
Lying a situation that you cannot lie.
What?
A situation that you cannot lie.
Yeah, a situation that you cannot lie, yes.
Like now we will take the hadith of the prophet that said, Man ahadatha fi amrina hadha ma laysa minhu fa huwa raddun. Now in this situation, whosoever adds something into the religion which is not there, that is not accepted, and that kind of lie is also prohibited. So you cannot add what is not in the religion.
And what is that? What an example is what?
Are you with me?
I am with you. But I said, give me an example.
So I said, and listen. You said an example. A good example is the hadith of the prophet that said, Man ahadatha fi amrina hada ma laysa minhu fa huwa raddun. That whosoever brought something new which is not in the religion will not be accepted. Now in this situation, you're putting something into the religion which is not known, or lying against Allah, or lying against prophet, or lying in the religion is not allowed. Now, when you speak about lying, we now, just like you speak about deceive, we have 2 types of deceive. Let's take an example. Are you with me?
No, I'm not with you. Abdurrahman, listen carefully, okay? You said, Muhammad said, lying against the religion, bringing something new. How do you know if something is added to the religion or not added to the religion? Do you know your whole religion? Do you know everything about the religion?
Now listen, the reason was because Allah said, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-islam dina. So the Islam is perfect. It is completed. So whatsoever cannot be found in the hadith of the Prophet directly from the Prophet, which is an authentic, or from the Quran, that is not considered, because any opinion can be either right or wrong. Okay. So that is what we call as shubha.
Okay.
Shubha. And that is the problem. Listen to me.
No, Abdurrahman, you just quoted Quran chapter 3, verse number 5. Or Quran chapter 5, verse number 3. The verse that you just quoted, when Allah was saying the religion was perfect. At that time, the religion was perfect. Was there anything like hadith?
Was there anything like hadith?
Yes.
Yes.
Where?
Ask me why.
I said, where was the hadith? Where?
Good. The prophet himself was the source of the hadith and he was present. When we speak about the hadith, we speak about the practical way the prophet described the Quran. And that is what we mean by the hadith when we take it in that sense.
Listen. No, Abdul Rahman, listen. So if the hadith, if the prophet himself, did he leave any document behind that prove that he is leaving this document for you?
Yes, in the hadith.
No.
Listen.
In what hadith did Muhammad say this hadith is authentic? Or this hadith, according to the hadith itself, Muhammad is telling the people, you shouldn't write anything down. Don't write anything down.
Yes, in the first source, in the first time, the prophet prohibited them from copying the hadith. Why? Because he don't want the hadith to mix with the verses of the Quran, that the people may think that the verse of the Quran and the hadith are the same. But in the later time to come, people Abu Huraira.
Yeah, but Abu Huraira is not a prophet. You see, Abu Huraira is writing what the prophet.
He was always with the prophet.
What do you mean he was always with the prophet?
From the prophet.
When Muhammad became a prophet, was Abu Huraira around? Was he there with Muhammad? When Muhammad received the first revelation?
He wasn't with him.
He wasn't with him. How many years did Abu Huraira? How many years did he spend with Muhammad?
He spent about 3 years. If I did not
and
forget,
then you are telling me then that is the ending of Muhammad. The last 3 years of Muhammad was sick and he was almost dying. So
but how do you listen? Abu Huraira lived with the prophet always in his life.
Okay, Abdul Rahman, I want to pick another caller.
Abdul Rahman, the Sahabas go for their own listen.
Can you so according
Last
to you,
before
Abdul Rahman, please, according to you right now.
I'm listening.
No, listen carefully. You have accepted Allah was lying to Muhammad, and it is allowed in Islam. That's what you said,
what
right?
What do you say?
Is that your final answer?
I did not. Come again, please.
I said, according to your knowledge, Allah was lying to Muhammad according to Quran chapter 8, verse number 43. But it is allowed in Islam, right? You can lie and then it is okay because you have 3 times.
In a situation of battle, and this is what you did not allow me to explain. When I said, let's take an example with deceive. Like when we said about that deceive, this is the same way it is. It is not that Allah is lying to him, but it is the tactics of war. So Allah will not tell him to run away. Allah will not tell him to run away.
But Allah, listen carefully. Allah is the all-knowing God, all-powerful God. If Allah says, if Allah tell you, Abdul Rahman, you alone, you can bring salvation to Nigeria. You can lead Nigeria to win the World Cup. Okay, no, I don't think Nigeria is going to, because Ghana is going to kick Nigeria out. No. Okay, if Abdul Rahman, if Allah, you believe in Allah and Allah is sending you to do something, and he said, I am with you. Does he have to lie to you, or he can just tell you, you can do it your own? Or he has to lie to you so that it will encourage you?
In which sense?
In the sense that because Allah is telling you to go to listen carefully, Allah is telling you to go to one state where the Boko Haram people are and tell them to stop killing the Christians. And then you think you are nobody, you are alone, you cannot go. And Allah say, I am with you, go, you will succeed. Will you go?
Yes, Allah is all-knowing, and I know He will not forsake me.
So why would Allah then lie to Muhammad and why didn't Allah just say, Muhammad, just go? They are plenty, but you are few. I am with you, you will win. Why didn't Allah say so?
I said I will go because He is my creator and He have power over me. Okay. So I will go.
But I said, so Allah has power over Muhammad, and Allah is the powerful God. If Allah wants Muhammad to win, Muhammad will win. It doesn't even matter if they are 2 billion.
Did he win it or not? Listen. Did he win it or not?
Yeah, but he lied to him before.
Listen, I asked, did he win it or not?
That is not about the winning. It is about how he won. Listen carefully. The way he won, it was a deceive. He deceived the people. But Abdul Rahman, thanks for calling. Okay, let me pick another caller because my time is up.
Who did he deceive?
He deceived Muhammad.
Bye, no problem.
Okay. Let me pick another caller. Okay, because somebody called too, and then let me call Abdul Rahman. Thanks for calling. Okay, let me call this brother, and then my time is up anyway. I have to go. But let's pick this brother too. Did you hear him? He was a Muslim, and he made it clear In Islam, you can lie. A God teaching lies. You can lie. You have 3 occasions. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Seto.
Yeah, Uma. We have 5
How
minutes.
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you watching the program?
Yeah, I'm watching the program.
Okay, so any contribution because you called. I seen you calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Seto, you say Allah is lying and the God of Islam is different from the God of Bible, isn't it?
The Muslim brother just came here and he said, yes, Allah said you can lie 3 times in Islam. So he just confirmed it to us.
Allah has said so.
Yeah, he said it. He said Muhammad said that in the hadith, and Muhammad doesn't speak on his own because according to Quran chapter 53, verse number 3 and 4, Muhammad doesn't speak on his own. So it is indirectly Allah is telling Muhammad what to say in the hadith, and you can lie 3 times in the you can lie 3 times, and in the war you can lie. That is what he was saying. Do you disagree with him? Can you lie in Islam?
No, you know, you say when you say in a war, you know, war is always about propaganda. I said,
can you lie in Islam? Can you lie?
When you say propaganda, you know, when you say in war,
no,
you can say
can
a lie
you lie
or
in
propaganda,
Islam?
all like the same thing.
Can you lie
but you
Islam?
say in a war, you know, in a war,
I said, can you lie in Islam? Can you lie?
If it is in war, you can lie. Why can't you lie in war?
Okay,
you can
so
lie. This is propaganda.
Allah is teaching you to lie, right?
What I'm telling you is, even yourself, you say it's a war. In a war that is propaganda, you must propagate in war to make your enemy to be afraid of you.
You can lie in.
That's why it's not even Islam. That one is a normal phenomenon in the whole world. You cannot say it's Islam. You know, when you say you know, there is a lie that in Islam that Islam prohibited. You get me? There is a lie that if there is a lie that you can cheat somebody.
But
you get me?
Yeah, but lying.
But if it is a lie that you're going to make layers between 2 people, you get me, and to make them in a good mood. Maybe there are some 2 factors of people they are fighting. Are you hearing me?
I'm listening.
Okay. Maybe if there's 2 brothers are fighting within a family, or maybe between a husband and wife, you get me? You can make some comments that have not even come out from the mouth of the husband to liaise between them. It is a lie in the true sense, but it is for you to make to liaise between them. That's why you cannot say it's a lie. Yes, in Islam it's a lie, but it's a good lie.
Okay, so let me ask you this question,
yes?
Omar. Okay, let's say somebody saw a Muslim man has a wife, and then somebody saw the wife coming out from a hotel with another man. Okay. And you know what they did in the hotel room, and then the husband of the woman is asking me, did you see my wife coming from this hotel room? If I say yes, it is going to cause divorce and something like this. But so I said no, so that everything will be humble between them. Is it good or is it bad?
If you said no?
Yes, I said no, because if I say yes, I saw your wife coming from the room with this other man, they are going to fight and there's going to be divorce and the children will suffer from the divorce. So I said no, so that the man will, the man believes me, trusts me. So he take his wife and they went home and then everything was well. Was it good or was it bad?
It's a bad, because you know, even at the initial, I've told you that any lie that there is cheat to somebody, that you are making cheat to somebody, is a bad lie.
But every lie is a cheat to somebody. That's why you lie. You lie to cheat somebody.
No, it's a cheat. You know, that means the wife has cheated the husband.
Yeah, but
now you are supporting the husband. You are supporting the wife to be cheating the husband.
Mr. Woman, that is the logic here. That is lie is always a cheat. Listen carefully, okay?
Look,
Mr. Woman, wait.
Always
listen carefully.
Okay,
what if you are a Muslim and then because of something is happening in your country, you move to Ghana, you move to another country, and then they're asking you, are you a Muslim? And if they know that you are a Muslim, they will not accept you there. So you lie and say, no, you are not a Muslim. Is it a good lie or is it a bad lie?
If you say you are not Muslim,
listen carefully. You are a Muslim, Mr. Uma, and then there is something happening in your country, so you escape, you run away to another country. But the country that you came in to seek refuge there, they are asking you, are you a Muslim? And if you say yes, you know that they will not accept you. They will say, no, okay, we don't want Muslim here, we want only Christian. So you lie, and then you said you are not a Muslim. Is it a good lie or is it a bad
lie here or what?
What?
You are not in a war front. You cannot lie even here. It is only before your enemy you can lie. You get me? These people that you have come to their country, they are not your enemy.
Listen to what I said. You are running away from your country, and then where that you have reached right now, if you tell them you are not you are a Muslim, they will not accept you there. They will not accept you. So will you lie so that they will accept you, or you tell them you are a Muslim, so, and then you go away?
You better tell them that you are Muslim.
You better tell them that you are a Muslim. Even if they will oppress you, you have to tell them you are a Muslim.
You have to find another way. The world is very vast.
So even if they are going to persecute you,
even if I come to Ghana, if I see that this place, if I say I am a Muslim and they go to oppress me, why can't I go to a place that they cannot oppress me because of my religion?
But Allah said in Quran chapter 3, verse number 28, okay, let not believers take disbelievers as allies rather than believers. And whoever does that has nothing with Allah, except when taking precaution against them in prudence. Okay, so if you are going to take precaution against them in prudence, and according to the tafsir of this verse, you can lie with their mouth, but in your heart you don't like them. So you can tell them no.
No. This verse is telling that don't take, al-awliya, la yattakhidh al-mu'minuna al-kafiruna awliya. Where it's saying that is for you to take them as an ally.
Don't take them as ally.
To take refuge from them.
What?
Taking as ally. When I'm taking an ally with somebody, it's different from I'm taking refuge from them.
No. Allah is saying, don't take, do not take, not take, do not. Let not believers take. Let's not take these believers as allies. It doesn't say you should take them, but you shouldn't take
allies,
them.
Yes, here you are contradicting yourself, Mr. Seto. You say when I'm running away from my country, when I go to Ghana, I'm seeking for refuge. You get me?
Okay.
I'm seeking refuge from them, not I'm seeking ally with them.
Yeah, but
you understand that one.
know, listen carefully. The verse is telling you not to take the
difference between an ally and to seek refuge from somebody.
Mr. Umar, don't read the first portion. The first portion is not what I was talking about. The first portion is you shouldn't take the disbelievers as allies. That means you as a Muslim, that means all the Muslims shouldn't come to maybe Germany, because Germany is not an Islamic country. They are taking refuge from the Germans. When you see, when there was a war in Iraq or some places in the Arabic countries, they all left their countries and they came to the West to take refuge. But according to Allah, Allah said they shouldn't take refuge from them. Do you get a point?
Okay. Well, look at what you are saying here. I can give you an explanation. If you can exercise little patience with me, please.
I'm trying to find something. You can speak, okay?
Okay. If you want, you can go to Quran 60 chapter verses 8.
No, Mr. Omar, I already found it, okay? Unless you indeed fear a danger from them.
Let me read it for you. Let me read it for you. Let me read it for you.
Disbelievers, in case it's just, it's on the screen.
Let me read it for you.
Now read it, okay? Because I don't want to move up and down.
Allah is saying in Quran chapter 60 verses 8, is quoting, Allah forbids you not with regards to those who fight you not for your faith, nor drive you out of your homes from dealing kindly and justly with them, for Allah loves those who are just. In this Quran, Allah is mentioning about the non-Muslim. If you are taking, if you're going to have some kind dealings, you get me, and justly living with them, as long as these people did not fight you, they did not kill you, they did not brought out you from your house, as long as they are not your enemy, there is no harm. Allah did not tell you that you should not take any deals or kindly living with them.
Okay, Mr. Umar. Okay,
but for you to take an ally, which yes,
listen carefully.
have you got
okay,
the?
we know
Yeah,
that we
okay.
know the systematic how Islam or Quran or Islam was came up. Muhammad wasn't strong at the beginning, and then he became strong later on. At the beginning, when he was not strong, keep your religion, I keep my religion. When Muhammad was weak, there is no compulsion in religion. But when Muhammad became strong, everybody he was sent. Even Muhammad is saying this planet, this earth belongs to him and Allah. So there we know the type of verses that you are quoting. Listen to the verse again.
Where did you say Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the whole world belongs to him and the whole world must be Muslim? Just show me, please.
I will show it to you, okay? But let's first read this one, okay?
Okay.
Listen. Unless you indeed fear a danger from them.
There is no way Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that the whole world belongs to him.
He said the word belongs to him and Allah. It is there, authentic hadith, Sahih Muslim, Sahih Buhari or something. I will show it to you. Unless you indeed fear a danger from them. That means you shouldn't, meaning, except those believers who are... Listen, let me finish reading it. Who are in areas or times of fear for their safety from the disbelievers. So if you are, that's what I asked you. If you want to have a refuge from the Christians and you know that they will persecute you, you can lie and hide your belief. In this case, such believers are allowed to show friendship to the disbelievers outwardly, but you have to only show it outwardly, but never inwardly. In your heart, you're not friendly with them. For instance, Abu Hari recorded that Abu Dada said, "We smile in the faces of some people, although our heart curse them." So you hear that? So you quoted.
What you are mentioning is different now. I'm following you on the YouTube. Let you read what you are mentioning now. Okay, we smile in the face of some.
But in our hearts we curse them. So do you hear? That is what the verse is saying. And Takia is Allah. What is Takia? What is Takia?
You said?
What is Takia? What is that?
I don't know about what is that. I don't know what is Takia.
Yeah, that is the license for Muslims to lie in public to cover up their religion, to defend their religion. They can lie.
This is when you are weak.
What?
When you are weak, this is what I'm saying. That is the war propaganda. This all what is propagating. Whenever when you are weak and you see your enemy wants to harm you, why can't you see something that you can cover up yourself? That's why it's different. It's just like a war. Like you are in a war.
I said
when you have an enemy in front of you, look, Mr. Seto. Yes. Let me tell you one thing. In Quran, always when they mention that, let you show different thing to your enemy while your heart is different, it is only when you are distressed and you are in front of your enemy. Excuse me, you are in front of your enemy. You are in front of somebody that can kill you, can intimidate you. You get me? Yes. Because of your religion, can harm you. That is a different thing. Because Allah is saying that La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha.
Okay. So now, Mr. Umar, stop shouting. Okay. I'm showing. I'm showing you the verse on the screen right now. Then I have to go. Okay. Look at the Sahih Buhari. Listen carefully. Sahih Buhari 3167. It is not me writing this verse. It is Abu Huraira. Okay, your own sources. While we were in the mosque, so the Muslims were in the mosque. The Prophet came out and said, "Let us go to the Jews." So the Jews did not come to them. They are going to the Jews. We went out to reach Beit Midrash. Okay. He said to them, whom Muhammad said to them, if you embrace Islam, you will be saved. You know what the Boko Haram people also say? They come and say, if you embrace Islam, you will be saved. The same statement the Boko Haram uses, Muhammad is using here. Okay. You should know that the earth belongs to Allah and his messenger apostle. So now you see the evidence, and Muhammad is saying this earth belongs to him and Allah. And I want to expel you from this land. So Muhammad wants to expel the Jews from the land. Do you think it will be fair when the Christians in Nigeria are majority and they come to you and they say they want to expel the Muslims from the land? Will you be happy?
Okay, you know this.
Let me
always
continue.
You're always
Let me continue. Okay.
Okay.
So if any among you owns some property, he is permitted to sell it. Otherwise, you should know that the earth belongs to Allah and His apostle. So this is the verse I was trying to tell you, Sahih Buhari. You cannot deny this one too. According to yours,
I did not. I will not deny it. I will not deny it.
So
okay.
do you accept the earth belongs to Muhammad and Allah?
I accepted this particular word that when Prophet Muhammad went to the Jews, it was after the war of the Ahzab, when the Jews have betrayed Prophet Muhammad because they have took agreement with Prophet Muhammad and the people of Medina that they're not going to fight Muslims. But when the unbelievers came from Mecca to fight the people of Medina, that Prophet Muhammad they just leave Prophet Muhammad and started taking allies with the people of the Mecca to fight Prophet Muhammad at the behind. So when the fight have over, then Prophet Muhammad went to them and tell them this particular word. Let you follow the particular incident that happened before this thing was set to the Jews. Otherwise, Jews and the Muslims are staying in the Medina for a good period of times. Even after Prophet Muhammad when he died, even one of his dress of Prophet Muhammad garments.
Okay.
Prophet Muhammad
listen carefully, Mr. Umar, stop. You just fabricated some things here which has nothing to do with this thing. When Muhammad went to the Jews,
I didn't fabricate.
Listen carefully. When Muhammad went to the Jews, what did he tell them? Did he say, you have betrayed me because you have betrayed me, because you fabricated some things about me, because you didn't hold your treaty, so I will expel you from here? Did Muhammad say something like this? No. What Muhammad is telling them, because if you embrace Islam...
This is the particular incident that happened. This is the particular incident
if that is what happened, Muhammad came to them and is telling them, if you embrace Islam, you will be saved. He didn't say you have betrayed me.
Yes,
that's why I'm sacking you.
Because they have betrayed him.
Where does he say? Where does he say they have betrayed him?
Because they have betrayed him.
Where does he say that?
Even after they betrayed him,
give me the verse. Give me something to prove that this is talking about betrayal.
Don't you know that the Jews
I don't know. Prove it to us that this verse has something to do with betrayal, because we know Muhammad is telling, if they embrace Islam, they are saved. If they don't embrace Islam, they have to move from expelled from the land. Where does it say betrayal?
I'm telling
Mr. Umar, okay. Mr. Umar, it's okay. Let's end the conversation here, okay?
Wait, excuse me. You cannot just cut me off like that and say you just go and be
okay, 1 minute. You have 1 minute to make a conclusion.
It's not matter, but do you know that Prophet Muhammad when he died, one of his government that his dress was mortgaged with a Jew in Medina? Do you know that?
You have 1 minute. Conclude. We are listening.
Okay. Prophet Muhammad even when he died, one of his dresses was mortgaged with a Jew. If they are not together, that living in the Medina, how Prophet Muhammad until his death, one of his dresses was mortgaged with a Jew? Tell me.
No, okay, Mr. Omar, thank you, okay. Because there's this logic. Some Jews became Muslims. So if a Jew do something for him, what does that get to do with this one? Some Jews became Muslims. Some Jews accepted Muhammad.
No. When a Jew become Muslim, you cannot call him. We Muslims are not calling them Muslim Jew. We still call them Muslims.
What do you mean?
Whatever you
are you saying they never said this was a Jew and he became a Muslim? Are you saying no Jew? Mr. Umar, bye-bye. Okay, please. I gave you 1 minute to conclude, okay? So it is okay. Thank you. So you see now, we are showing, now it is clear. That is why I say people need to understand what we are doing here is for educational purposes. Imagine this one. Seto SSK, okay? My team is playing right now. Barcelona is playing, okay? Because yesterday, Messi and the PSG people, they disgraced me. These guys, they are... So let's end the conversation here, okay? Seto SSK, please share this video, tag some people. What I was trying to say, you see, what I was trying to do today, okay, give you comparison between the God in the Bible, how the God chose one person, proved himself to be God to him, did miracles so that the person will believe in him, and send him to war with only 300 people to go and face thousands of people without deceiving that God. And then when we come to the Quran, we can see Allah is deceiving Muhammad, but the Muslims already accept. The two people called, you can lie in the battle. You can lie. And the other guy, Abdul Rahman, who called before, was telling us about some verses in the Bible, which I don't know. Okay, I don't know the verse. So how can I talk about that verse? Speak on the point, but that's what they are two wrongs don't make it right. That is, they should think about that, okay? Seto SSK. A God, if think about this, okay? So because Allah knew if he tells Muhammad the truth, the followers of Muhammad will have this courage and will not go. So he lied to Muhammad, or he let Muhammad, the people appear few in his face, so that they will have courage and go. So how do you know right now as a Muslim, these promises that Allah has promised you in the judgment day, the last day, the promises that he has promised you, the one that you are going to enjoy, how do you know that that is also not just for you to have courage in him, trust in him? How do you know? How can you trust somebody who has already deceived his own prophet? That is something you should think about it. So now you are happy, you are following Allah because you know you are going to get a reward. So what if you die and you get up there and he's telling you, you know, had I not tell you this, you wouldn't have followed me. So my guy, back to the hell. How will you know? How can you trust a God who is deceiving people? Think about it, okay? So you somebody says God that understands only one language. He created Adam. What language was Adam speaking? Why didn't Adam start with Arabic? Think about this. Okay, thank you, Michael. So the point here is the God, okay, has did something to his prophet. So now it is obvious the prophets, whatever they not everything they dream about is true. Not everything. So Muhammad said in the hadith, if you have a good dream, it is from Allah. If you have a bad dream, it is from Satan. But who defines what is a good dream? Who defines what is a good dream? If you have a dream, having sex or sleeping with a 6-year-old guy, is it a good dream or is it a bad dream? Think about these things, okay? So if Allah deceived Muhammad and is telling us, if I had told you the truth, or if I had showed you the right amount of people you were going to face, you would have this courage and fight each other. And maybe you wouldn't even go. So he deceived them and gave them few numbers. Now Allah is promising you some big breasts, according to the Quran. Allah is promising you women which no man or jinn has touched. Allah is promising you 2 rivers of a river of wine and milk and honey or something like this. Allah is promising you garden, tent with women. Allah is promising you, you say this and then the trees will come down, you just eat. Allah is promising you some things, some beautiful things. But how do you know? When you die, how do you know that he's going to give this to you? When he has already proven who he is in the Quran for you. He will tell you, my guy, Abu, he will tell you, so, my guy, may that down, because the man look at them, you're talking about the Quran, you're bringing the Bible. First, Medasi Mika, okay, Medasi. You see, some people, Medasi, this brother has subscribed to my page, okay, was subscribing to the page, and then he's contributing for Seto SSK. Medasi. Some few people are doing this for Seto, okay? Medasi. If you want to support Seto SSK, you can support me, okay? You can support me, Seto SSK. Let's end the conversation here, and then we will come back tomorrow, okay? We will come back tomorrow, inshallah. So we will come back, and then maybe we will try. People should call, okay? Call, and we have a conversation, because the 1 month that I didn't come live, I have piled a lot of things there now. These Muslims, they call me, they will see. So today it's clear, obvious. In Islam, you see, with the Bible, the devil is the liar, the one who lies. If your God is teaching you how to lie, that is a human mentality. That is what people should not think about, okay? Islam is a pure, there is nothing divine. That is what I said. Everything is man. You see, you put logic in it. Sometimes it clicks with logic because it is a man-made. Here, somebody wants to me, okay, if there is a war And they say they are only Muslim. I will be the first to say Shahada. I'm a Muslim. I'm following Islam the whole time. I will lie because you see, I want to live. So it is a man-made thinking. In the Bible, it says, let your yes be yes, let your no be no. But in Islam, it's teaching you, hey, in case of difficulties, you can lie. You can lie to your wife. Your wife that you are sleeping with, your wife asks you, darling, have I gained weight? You have to say something that will make you please your wife. Can you believe this? What religion? Your wife, if you cannot speak openly with your wife, yes, darling, you have gained weight. We have to start exercising because you are too young to have back pain. Like Seto has gained weight too. Look at mine. Seto has gained weight, you see. So you have to be able to speak openly with your wife. Darling, was the food good today? You see, yes, the food was good. Or maybe there are visitors there. You don't want to like say something to embarrass your wife. Okay, that is a different thing. You can speak with your wife later on. Hey, my guy is steady. A good religion from God doesn't teach lie. A lie is a lie. Seto SSK, okay. Let's end the conversation here and then we will come back next time, okay. Listen.
But you need what is called awakening. We need to learn to unlearn some things we have learned. But you need what is called awakening. We need to learn to unlearn some things we have learned.
In the dream, no, Nyame ma commissioni ehun se enkrofo na yeketu bi. We nya intro. Enya so twa ntwa kire no. Nyame ma commissioni ehun se omo yeketu bi. Den na Yakobon pa kire verse no. It means on ka so omo yeketu bi o. Muntie ni ye. Nyame nka se edom no omo dodo yeketu bi. The osi me manahun se yeketu bi. Eno nyantro Nyame se me manahun se sene be ya ongo hu enti efe ne psychotherapy wo psyche nipa no ema ehu bi a anka ebeba ne so no obetumi ayeden agina ano. This is the meaning of the verse of the Quran. This is the meaning enye deceit